everyone, and welcome to A Digital Realm. Welcome to me, Prowen. In this episode, unfortunately, it will not be on the webcam, which may be good for those that don't want to see my ugly mug. But it's a rather hot day. Just got in, just done some of the chores, and didn't necessarily feel like being on camera for this one. However, I did want to cover this awesome story that I have not checked out yet. However, the other day when I was doing the pulls for 4, shout out to Kevin and Zeke for jumping into the channel and joining us within the stream. But during that stream, Kevin mentioned that this event opens up our world and definitely opens up the franchise and the series of Dragalia Lost, doing a lot of world building. Well, I didn't want to pass up the opportunity of reading this story, so I wanted to bring it to you all, as I always do, with the new events and go over the Agents of the Goddess story. So, let's jump in with Chapter 1. As you can see, last night, as I said, upon reset, we got an extra little bonus episode, episode 7. So we'll be getting through all this and going into that. So let's start off with episode 1, The Apostles and Angels. Crestea Frontier Village. Male villager. Leave this to get to say us go. Oh, we're all taken down by this shadow thing. Roger that, everyone, and don't look back. I shall. Opponent? Ha! His vision's blurring too. Okay, we safe here for a little while. What? Get out of it! What's good to you? This man's wits have abandoned him. Everyone, behind me. What's happening? Can't think. Beware this woman as well! Oh my goodness, they're going crazy! The entire region is steeped in malevolent manner. What is happening here? Oh man! I don't feel so hot. Well, we can't have that now, can we? Here's a little something to perk you up. Huh? What are you... Cold. What's the big idea, pal? Easy, big fella. Won't take a minute. Grant me now the glory of thy name, that I may offer my salvation unto the people of the world, and grant succor unto the consecrated, and boom! Done. Wait, hey, nicely done. The manor here has been purified. That evil aura is gone, and all the villagers sleep peacefully once more. Holy water, custom made, works like a charm to purify those tainted by miasma. My friends are currently spraying the area down with it. My portion, at least, is complete. Quick as ever, Ramil. How's your holy water stock? Depleted. We shall need to replenish our stores. Host paste. Pin on here, reporting her duty, and ready to begin purification at once. Everyone, alright? Glad to see you're in one piece, boss. Barely. Well, I'll take it. But who are these folks here? Sorry, friend, but we gotta finish clearing out this miasma before moving on to pleasantries. Come on, pin on, let's hoof it. Commencing purification. Oh, that's beautiful. Blessed goddess, grant us the glory of thy name. May thy tears wash over the people and show them the way, and grant mercy to all who walk upon consecrated land. May their feet be shod in discreet, and their hands in thy holy teachings gloved. Grant peace and respite unto all who pass, now from shadow into the purity of light. Grant thy vast and holy radiance, that all darkness here be banished. Success. So, can we get back to the whole who the hell are you people part? I'm Nevin, or Papa Bear, if you prefer. The little lady with wings sprouting from her noggin there is Pinon. By the way, I will be going over their story after this event, so stick around for that. The timestamps will be in the description. And the bespectacled dragon with the look of a boss villain is our dear Ramil. Ramil? He of the 5 archangels? It seems my fame extends as far as the Southern Church. Then it is you! And if you are indeed the Archangel Ramil, then the pair with you must be apostles. Well, I wouldn't say... I mean... Easy there, Pinon. No sense trying to lie our way out of it now. Besides, we would have ended up telling them once we asked for their help anyway. You have always been far too lax with this manner of thing, Nevin. I know this is going to shock everybody, but I'm confused. Somebody want to break down this Archangel and Apostle stuff? The 5 Archangels hear the voice of a goddess and serve as her mouthpieces. This makes them unique and grants them a special place among dragons. Writings tell of the Archangels scouting out individuals of uncommon power, known as apostles, and leading them into the field on missions of great import. So, they're buddies of yours? Basically. It may seem a technical distinction, but these people hail from the Elian Church of Grams. And that's different? Simply put, it's the branch of the faith practiced in North Drestia. It differs from yours here in the both organizational structure and scriptural interpretation. Though I might take exception at the label Elian Church of Grams, we are the original faith. As the newer sect, yours should be more properly called the Elian Church of Alberia. Hey now, no call to get snippy. We can debate scripture another time. What's it matter who came first at this point? You say as much, yet divisions between North and South are a sensitive matter indeed. The fact you've come here, nevertheless, can only mean you're onto something big. And if I was a better man, which I totally am. By the way, I'd say it's got to do with all of them villagers going rabid. Oh, I do enjoy working with people who are quick on the uptake. Good to see the traitorous prince's merry bands lives up to the most impressive reputation. So you know of us. We've done our homework, as we would of any prospective ally. We are here on classified orders from the church. All I can say further is that successful completion of these orders will end the phenomenon you just witnessed, a state known as being wrath, by the way. Yeah, that don't really tell us much. If your intention is to cooperate with us, surely you can afford to share a bit more. Yeah, that's tricky. See, we're not trying to keep Mom out of the spite, but, well, I guess it's one more thing you have to accept on faith. In that case, we'll do what we can. Yeah, sure, boss. I smelled your wharf markets. Less fishy than those folks are selling. I get that, Ranzel, but we can't ignore it if the local fiends and villagers are losing their senses and going rough. Got so many pages. And though we've only spoken briefly, I don't get the impression these people wish us any harm. You're even softer than the rumours say. I will thank you to temper your words towards His Highness, but given that, what would you have us do? First, we seek the use of the Halidom as our base of operations. Second, we would install a statue of the goddess within the castle premises. To what end? To stave off the wrath. Statues of Ilia exude a holy mana that purifies the surrounding area of miasma. Remember the holy water I used before? It was made by infusing spring water with mana from the ore used in those statues. For each type of mana, there is a form of environment used best suited to its cultivation. Our search for the ideal form in which to produce mana that dispels miasma led us to the statue of the goddess. Seems pretty arbitrary that miasma killing mana would just happen to favour statues of Ilia, but I guess folks with faith get to stumble into salvation sometimes. Pray, do not undermine our works, though, Nevin. It is the front to the goddess. You may be straight as a board, Pinon, but I trust Ilia has a sense of humour. Perhaps, but her believers may be less forgiving if they catch wind of your casual blasphemy. Grim thought that, especially since I'm too old to relish the thought of trouble. What say we keep this between us? Well, Prince, what do you say? Want to work with us and solve this business of folks going rough and losing it? Of course. Sounds like we should start with erecting a statue of Ilia in the Halidom. Dunzo. Don't worry, I'll make sure she's hot. Oh wow. Further blasphemy! Also between us. In any case, I suspect our alliance will be brief, yet pray it will be fruitful. Okay, we have established our statue. We're on to Chapter 2, An Apostle Torn. A chapel in North Scare. This is the place, yes? It seems we are early. Be patient. They will not tarry along. Say, what happened to Gabriel, Pinon? She was given other orders, so we parted ways on the path here. I'm surprised the doting parent went for that. I am not some child who requires adult supervision. I have completed multiple solo missions at this point. Still, your tongues and pay a heed. Your orders are thus. Hold up, our leader's not here yet. The Apostle Basilius has given urgent orders in another matter. You will be working independently. Your orders are to recover or destroy items stolen from the church's vaults. Destroy them? If recovery proves impossible, yes. Sounds like the church isn't too keen on people knowing about some of these purloined trinkets. Especially after the scrolls of perdition shemised the Southern Church in two. None are in a hurry to see such a thing repeated again. The list enumerates the stolen goods. Read it carefully. Parishioner, registries, donation ledgers, a heretical tome penned in praise of demonkind, a sealing stone that exudes a malevolent miasma. You guys lost all this in one go? Must be embarrassing for the higher-ups. Which is why it will be handled in secret. The church's disgrace must never become public knowledge. One group of those responsible travelled to Gristea South. You will give pursuit and dispense justice in the goddess's name. I am the Apostle Nevin. one hand of the goddess, and I shall see her will done. I am the impossible Pinon, one hand on the goddess, and I shall see her will done. I shall now depart. Report to me through Ramil, should aught arise. A sealing stone was stolen. I have a bad feeling about this. Hey, Pinon, this is where folks saw all them rough fiends, yeah? So what now? We slay them as we search the area for suspicious individuals or groups. Meaning you suspect this wave of Wrath incidents is the intentional work of humans or the like? Apologies, but I cannot comment on a classified subject. This again? I get you guys got your fair share of secrets to keep, but come on! Again, my humble apologies. Might we drop the matter there? Our task is challenging enough, without our young apostle being driven to panic. And you, Pinon, must learn to better rein in your emotions. My apologies. It's just that, well, I can't help but feel that we can use these people to our own ends, and it sits ill with me. It feels that way because it is true. We must and shall make use of anything and anyone available to see our missions done. Such is an apostle's calling. I understand this is to be a challenge for your nature, but an enemy will not hesitate to exploit that kindness. As if summoned by their own name, Pinon, the time has come to make manifest Ilia's will. I am the impossible Pinon, one hand of the goddess, and I will see her will done. On to Chapter 3. Expectations and Results. Let's go, Luca! On it! Leave the rear guard to me. And the van to myself. Ha! Amazing! Their teamwork is so fluid. The product of a deep trust among them, yet apostles fight in a far different manner. You'll learn little of use watching them. Perhaps so, but still, A fiend's broken through to Pinon. Ooh! Sigil, unleash! Holy crap! Pinon, what was that? Sigil, we apostles are linked to the archangels through their power. Something akin to our dragon's packs then. A connection you share? Similar, perhaps, but ultimately different. It is like a nail that binds us together. What's that mean? Further explanation is classified. Fine, I'll ask Nevin. He seems happy to... Hey, wait, where is Nevin? No doubt lollygagging about the Halidim's courtyard while I take on the lion's share of the duties. Hey, no one is lollygagging here. I just delegated the task to the most fitting person, which would be you. And what is your duty then? Papa Bear is an ideas man. I analyze data from your reports and use it to track our preparatories whereabouts. You expect to learn such without ever setting foot outside the castle walls? Someone's in a knit today. You wake up on the wrong side of the altar? The people of the Halidim are on the front lines risking their life and limb while you remain safe and cozy inside its walls. Does that explain her dissatisfaction? I merely find it galling that you would ask and I would help without lifting a finger yourself. It is a troubling attitude. Good work isn't measured by attitude, it's measured by results. Leastwise, That's always been my policy. Then by all means, grace us with these results of yours, and if you impress me, I might see my way to forgiving you. Easy on the snark there, rookie. But sure, take a look. This is the map of South Grisea. Indeed. Now, all you just came back from north of Rivertel, right about here. So, the next site will be north of Muriage, lake over there, the Northwest Delta. Next site? Wait, are you saying that's where the next Wrath Fiends will appear? Huh, so he's been working it out, that's crazy. There you all are. Another pack of those mad fiends have been sighted, so we're heading out. Might I ask where? Northwest of the Mirage Lake. There's a Sylvan village there, so we need to move. How do you know this? Evan. Because I'm the brains of the team. Seriously, we've been over this. That is not what I... We should return to this conversation later. Lead the way, Prowen. Not joining them? I shall in time, but first, I would like a status report. That prediction of yours was no mean conjecture. Am I correct in assuming you have pinpointed their stronghold? Pretty much, but it still isn't such a thing. 1 or 2 more data points ought to sort it out, though. I look forward to you reaching a swift conclusion, as I am certain Pinon does as well. It wouldn't do to go disappointing your juniors now, Her expectations of me aren't exactly sky high, but I suppose I'll do what I can to see her satisfied. To Chapter 4. An astute deduction. We're finally home! Sorry to ambush you at the door, but I've nailed down where the bad guys causing all this trouble are hiding. You mind? And I just know this briefing will touch on things we've had to keep classified until now, so we'll need to use to swear not to tell anyone what you were about to hear. Bit late in the day for oaths, yeah? I get what you're saying, but the church's reputation is at stake here. If I don't get your word, I'll have to find another way. Whatever you say stays in this room. After all, the help we've been giving you, we're not gonna be left out now. I appreciate it. Now, let's get down to brass tacks. As some of you may already be aware, the Wrath phenomenon we're dealing with is a man-made and intentional. To what end? I wish I could say, that's classified. But the truth is, we simply don't know. We're not sure if they're just out to raise some hell, or if it's a part of a larger plot. But the only way to find out is to nab a couple of them and make them talk. And where will we have been having that particular conversation? See, this map, there's a high probability they hold up in these ruins here. Hold just a moment, are you actually basing this on something, or is it all mere conjecture on your part? Indeed, the area you mentioned is one of the few regions as yet unaffected by this Wrath phenomenon. Exactly. So what makes you think the epicenter is in the one place where none of this is occurring? I see. You think that precisely because nothing has happened there? Like I said, it's a madman phenomenon. That means our perps can control it. Why haven't I received this intel as well? Because it isn't intel, just baked into deduction. I mean, think about it. If they couldn't control the Wrath, they'll be the first ones to go mad when they unleashed it. The fact Wrath fiends are cropping up in a discrete waves means these cats must know how to manage it somehow. They'll likely discovered a method along the lines about installing a goddess statue in a halidom. Yes, but going from that reasoning to they are all hiding in the exact place is a bit of a stretch, don't you think? Then answer me this. If you knew you were being hunted, would you hide in the same spot where you just caused an incident? Well, when you put it like that. Leaving aside the basic threat posed to them by the Roth fiends and villagers, these people must know that help would be sure to arrive and scour such an event. Only a fool would attempt to hide in a place their pursuers are certain to check. I suppose that makes sense. Good. So, if we accept that, let's now look at the locations where Roth fiends and villagers were sighted. See how they're all clustered in one area? These are all concentrated northeast of the Misthold. It is so obvious, I'm not certain why we didn't notice it before. And the spot Nevin pointed out is in that very same area, yet has no sightings. Exactly. So when you look at the places with no Roth sightings and cross-reference it with out-of-the-way hiding places, you end up right here. The Shafe Ruins? They're a fair ways from the nearest village, and neatly tucked away from our prying eyes. It seems worth our time, especially as we've no other promising leads to explore. Alright, I'm convinced. We'll depart as soon as everyone's ready. Everyone seems ready to me. Time to shake those bushes and see what comes scuttling out. Oh, and you can bet Papa Bear will be ready for it. As our journey continues to episode 5, one's unique talents. The ruins open up ahead. I will go scout it out. Be careful, Pinon. Leave us all to me. Pinon seems alright. Yeah. Oh, but I am pathetic indeed, Nevin. Merely fending off the Roth fiends pushed me to my limit, and prevented me from being of any help to you. Perhaps I do not have the mettle to be an apostle. Who does? But hey, you're stuck with the job now. There's no going back just because you've got a few doubts rattling around the old skull. Ending one's career as an apostle and severing the sigil would spell your end. Death would come within the day. Still, I can't help but feel it would be better if I cut ties and let Gabriel find a new apostle. Whoa, no more that talk, poor Gabriel. Would bawl her eyes out if she heard you going on like this. As I believe Nevin mentioned the other day, Pinon, we all of us have our own talents, specials, and roles. Just as Nevin is a skilled analyst and tactician, you need only find your own talents and make the most of them. And it's not like I found their hideout all by my lonesome either. I couldn't have even started without the info you and the Prince's people found. So don't worry about being like me. You just be like you. Thank you. Both of you. That helps. I've got high hopes for you, rookie. Besides, the harder you work, the more I get to slack off. Must you always ruin the moment? I know sincerity makes you bashful, but playing the jester to cover it up is unbecoming for a man of your age. Hey, knock that off. No seeing through me. Also, how come the only time you treat me like an adult is when I'm in trouble? Because you are acting like the child in front of a new recruit. Obviously, at this rate, we'll soon have no friends at all. Good riddance. Then, and I wasn't playing games when I said what I said. If she can lighten our workload, that's a good thing. Very well, Nevin. I promised to do my best to let you slack off a little more. I'm counting on it. Cute. Is something on your mind? The fiends and village folk who went Roth were swathed in miasma, and judging from the list of stolen items, the most likely culprit is the sealing stone. Yeah, that was my fault as well, unfortunately. After spending the last few days with Pinon, I've witnessed first-hand the skills of the prince and his people. They're extremely capable, a fair match for any of the other apostles. But if that stone seal should fail and its contact be loosed, I guess we should prepare for the worst. You mind reporting all this back to Sandalophan? Be nice if that got us reinforcements, but... Is something the matter? Oh, just thinking how eager I am to move on to the easier job. There are no easy jobs for an apostle. You and Pinon both should remember this. Ill news. I've found a number of lookouts posted ahead. It'll be quite difficult for us to slip past unnoticed. Well, I guess that tears it. Let's get to the skull cracking in the goddess's name.
Let's do it! Onward to Chapter 6. The Demon Manifests.
Who's there? Well, that was easy. Not bad, my man. He's quite the talent, Al Nevin. A shame he doesn't apply himself more. Can you drop this disappointed dad shtick, please? One day is plenty. One per day is plenty. Shh, I see shadows moving ahead.
Let's go spread this miasma around before I go wrath or to boredom.
I'd be leading the way if he was here, but you know, you can't just walk out of here with a sealing stone.
Not unless you wish to face most terrible consequences.
Gah! Hey! So, I was just kidding, yeah? I was never gonna leave.
Yeah, I ain't fool enough to drive myself mad cause we ain't got that special aura of yours. But now it's not you are here. I take it we're heading out.
Yes, this will be the final time. Huh? What do you mean by that? Ah! What the hell?
Still standing out after that, are we? You're tougher than you look.
You're in the sweet crap of you!
The apostles of justice, scumbag. You're mad! Plot ends here. I did not expect to be found so easily. Perhaps I did not give the Northern Church and his traitorous prince enough credit. If you know of us, you know what we are capable of. Return what you have stolen, and no blood need to be shed this day. Stolen? Ah, you mean the sealing stone.
We know you're using that stone to create the wrath phenomenon. Why would a priest of the alien church deign do such a thing?
Do you truly not know? Have you actually come all this way on blind faith alone? Perhaps I should not be surprised. The stone is a closely guarded secret, even among the churches in the circle.
Then how exactly did a rank-and-file grunt of your ilk come to know of it?
I was chosen, you foul-tongued angel. I am different from the rest.
Chosen? Really? Now?
Yes, I am chosen in the same way as the apostles by your side.
In what world are you and I alike?
Oh, he's told me all about your kind, and how apostles will stoop to any means to see their brand of justice done. The old me was hobbled by fear of failure, too cowardly to get my hands dirty. I instead clasped them to endless, futile prayer to the goddess. But those prayers are archived to nothing, for only those willing to stain their hands will ever grasp success. Only through action can we usher in true change. We are called to guide our flock through action. He has taught me this.
Great sermon, super inspiring. There's just one problem. What are you doing is evil. Spitting blood and sowing chaos is a far cry from our work in the goddess's name.
Good and evil are subjective nonsense, and I will gladly study my hands to see how noble goals achieved.
I will serve as a necessary evil to this end.
Hey, maybe you can stop foaming at the mouth for a second and tell us what you're actually planning here.
I mean, to release what dwells within the sealing stone, the demon must waken. Demon? What are you talking about?
I speak of the demon sealed inside the stone by the church, untold ages ago. The secret they have tried so desperately to keep from the world. But soon the seal will break. The stone is drunk deep of the miasma shrouding this region, and its hold wavers as we speak. As I suspected, you've driven man and beast alike mad, just to flood the area with miasma and weaken the soul. The demon? The nature of the stone? Surely you knew of this from the start, even as a lesser archangel. And yet you've told your henchmen here naught of it. Is this an attempt to preserve the church's good name, or do you simply not trust them with your information? I have not come for conversation. I know I will waste neither time nor breath on you. My purpose is to retrieve that stone before a sad fool loses an evil beyond his ken on the entire world. And you will fail. Your arrival changes nothing save the timing, for these sacrificial lambs are plenty. What? Hey, hold on just a second there. Without them stones, the miasma will... Wonderful! Wonderful! I can feel its power surging! Is this pain resonates? Everyone, get clear of here at once!
Huh? Don't we need to take that stone thingy back from the priest?
That was the plan, but we are too late!
The demon is stirring. Is that not all the more reason to stand and fight? The power it possesses is immeasurable, and we cannot stand against it. We must fall back and find the other apostle.
And you think I would permit your escape?
Oh my goodness. They're so not coordinated. I can scarce believe they've lost their conscious minds. I'll deal with this. The rest of you, run! Good thing he can handle himself. Did you hear me? Pinon? Get out of here now! I won't leave you to do this alone. I am an apostle, the same as you. I told you I would lighten your load, and you said you would count on me to do so, remember?
Well, yeah, but this
isn't exactly what I had in mind when... If not now, then when? There will not be a time next time if we fail here. That's actually a good point. What window we had to run is closed. Only one path now remains. Sweet moldy gravy. The head is that!
I am born anew through the demon's power. I have become this vessel to wreak chaos unto all. Witness me! Witness me!
Oh, wait. Why does he just look like me? Is this a version of myself come forth from another world?
We may share of his arch, but let us see if your power is my equal. Ha!
He's actually pretty tough. The epic one, the second tier. Is this a demon's strength? It is overwhelming.
Good little glimpse, but a fraction, even now. Power continues to flow into me, through the stone.
Whatever your goals, they can't be worth accepting this kind of unholy power.
I serve as I necessary evil, and will bring the shadow of chaos to every corner of this sad and blighted world.
Whatever your faults, you are a priest of Ilia's word. To speak now of plunging her flock into chaos is a madness itself.
This world is madness. North and South wield their own selfish view of right as a critical against the other in endless war. I am to create a world without conflict, a world where all hearts are united. Your actions could not be leading you further from that goal, cur.
Oh,
but they will. I am as certain of it. Once the demon emerges to threaten all existence, mankind will have no choice but to unite against it. And in that hour of crisis, I will once more spread the word of the goddess and drive a threat from this world. Then all people will accept me as their savior.
wait. So you're doing all this just so you can be some kind of big shot? A rotten plan well suited to a demon. Too bad the gospel of Italy isn't some too, to fulfill your sad need for acceptance. This is blasphemy. And as an apostle of the goddess, I will not allow it. My apologies, but I must ask your help a while longer, Prowen. Of course. Everyone, stand ready.
Come then, kneel before my iron will.
And with that, we begin Chapter 7, Seeing Her Will Done. Now there is most likely going to be a prologue, so I will be capping that later on. But for now, this is the last part of this awesome story event. Gasp! We stopped him! I guess that was easier done than said. You had me worried when you said we had no hands against this guy, Ramil. I hate to dampen the celebration, but this is not yet over. Unless we sever the bond tying that man to the stone, the demon will resurrect in a mere moment. The only way to break said link is to contain the miasma pouring from it. But alas, the volume is far too great. What about all the holy water we have? Most humans can't so much as approach the stone in this state. Any holy water would simply evaporate on contact. Then, I'll do it. This is an apostle's job anyway, so I'll use my mana to contain the stone's miasma by force. Holy goddess, grant me now the glory of thy name. Make my soul thy net, my hands thy shackles, my voice thy lock, to bind the impure with thy sacred.
Hot damn! This thing is strong! Nevin, ain't looking so hot there. Is he gonna be okay?
I am afraid that even Nevin's power cannot hope to contain so much. Then I should assist him. Penon, what are you... I told you! I'm also an apostle! If one is not enough, then we must work to contain this evil together. Don't suppose this is the time for foolish pride, eh? Alright, let's do this. Count on it. Now, as one. Whoa, the two of them are actually forcing the miasma back. What? Two of us? This is all Pinon. How does she have so much power? Just a bit more. Just a... They've done it. Pinon, behind you.
I want to take that girl.
No, the sealing stone. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh, how pathetic you must feel to see your own chance snatched away from you at the moment of victory.
We're not done. We'll defeat you as many times as we take to seal that evil away.
Bold words, Prince, but I have absorbed more miasma than before, and my power grows greater by the second. Plus, I have never made the same mistake twice. so I will ensure that your stone stays forever out of your reach.
The otherworldly fragment. He's opening a tear in space. I have seen the stone safely back to my church, which is a great distance away. Like the bond your apostles and archangels share, through your sigils, my link to the sealing stone is unaffected by distance. So long as that bond remains, I am undying, and you fools have no means of severing that tie. My defeat is now impossible, just as your deaths are inevitable. There's gotta be some way to take this dirty cheater down. I fear all is as he says. We had one chance to defeat him, and now it is lost. So long as the stone's miasma goes uncontained, the demon is invincible, and, as the stone is here no longer, then we truly have no recourse? Ah! Yes! Despair! Lament as you prostrate yourselves before the demon's boundless might. And now we wait. Huh. That's a wicked look, even for you. Does this involve Sandaflon, somehow? Yes, all in for a quieter sight. For now, banish Warrior of the Stone for your might, and simply enjoy raining blows down upon the abomination. Oh, is that all we need to do?
He's strong.
Ah, perfect timing. It turns out I have a message from the dear old Basilius. It reads, "Do not disappoint me." Well then, you heard the man. Wait, that means he has a high expectations for us, right? We can assume that. In that case, I shall hold nothing back. Like, why would you hold something back beforehand? Whoa, look at the kid go! He's even sharper than before. You adventurous whelp. She's getting even stronger. This has to be. Rather than looking into the show, you should learn from her example and give your all to the fight in front of you. I was just thinking about how to pull the Pinon's potential out at once. If it works, she might even be a match for Basilius. That's quite the bar to set. But if she could harness the strength she's shown a glimpse of, well, you may be right. She's at her strongest when she feels the trust and expectations of others on her. Just a theory, of course, but still. I see, you are all enjoying this. Well, I definitely like the part where her getting better makes her life easier. Then, let us leave it at that, if you wish. I don't know what you're all insinuating. Sheesh, no wonder folks call you wicked. Only you, Nevin. Only you. You two want to knock off the stand-up routine and give us a hand here? They're still finding a way. I've told you people, I'm an ideas man. As an apostle, it wouldn't hurt to rise to your allies' expectations for once. Don't remember that in the job description. But the mission is the mission, I guess. Time for us to make one's last stand. I am the Apostle Nevin, one hand of the goddess, and I shall see her will done. Ooh, we actually have another chapter, everyone. We're on to episode 8, Northbound. Very cool.
I've told you, it's pointless to defy me. As long as I'm tethered to the sealing stone, I am undying.
Nevin, are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Oh no. But doesn't matter. This is my duty as an apostle.
You would throw away your life as your precious mission? How fitting for one of your ilk. A disposable pawn sacrificed in vain.
I would make but one correction.
And who might you be?
Ooh. You are mistaken that their sacrifice has been in vain, for they have brought a precious thing indeed, a chance to see you undone for good and ill. Is this a dragon acquaintance of yours? Sandaloful? An acquaintance with the other archangels across huge distances. You might call her our central dispatch. I called in reinforcements with her ahead of time, just in case things went south. Guess the cavalry has finally arrived.
Call all the allies you like. Numbers cannot kill that which will not die.
Bad news, folks. I think this guy's looking to end the fight here and now.
Allow me to end your pitiful struggling. Kneel before my demonic might as you sink forever into shadow.
What's happening?
Can you not tell? The bond tying you into the sealing stone you were so eagerly boasting about has been cut. Impossible! That isn't...
Your plan worked, Ramil. I just received word that Basileus safely contained the stone's miasma. Our foe is now exquisitely mortal. Do share the will of the goddess with him.
You ready, Pinon? By the will of the goddess, I will see this done. No! No! I am invincible! Immortal! This cannot be!
The day is ours, Nevin.
It sure is, though, by the skin of our teeth.
May I also point out it was the Basileus who ultimately dealt the stone? I shall endeavour to try harder next time. We can celebrate later. These ruins are about to come down around us. Everyone, outside! Hurry! I think we're clear. That demon was a terrifying foe. Yeah, that was a metric ton of ugly right there. Still, you guys said one of your people took care of the sealing stone, clearly. Yes, the miasma permitting the area has lifted, and I believe it is safe to consider the matter resolved. Which means no more people going wrong. Oh, what a relief. Guess that mission's accomplished for you guys then. So, what's next? Back to North Costier, I'm afraid. I'm sure the next mission is already waiting for us. It's pretty late. Surely you could spare a night to come rest in the Halidom. Tempting, but we'll have to pass. If we hurry now, we might be able to catch up with our leader. That guy who handled the stone. Exactly. He's my idol, and the strongest apostle the church has ever known. I would love to meet a man who could think of it in such a high regard. The apostles mostly operate out of North Costier, so I fear you may have a little opportunity for such an encounter. But if you're ever in our neck of the woods, we'll drag him out to say hi. I'm looking forward to it. Until then, take care, everyone. Aw, it's nice. Ooh. Ah, there you are, Cardinal Grot. I've been looking for you. Oh? Why are you here? Interesting. To hear the results of your experiment, of course. It played out much as expected. We succeeded in driving both fiends and humans wrath, and causing the demon to manifest. Provided a nearby vessel, it was even uncontrollable to an extent. A wonderful result then. But you said it was much as expected. Should I take that to mean there was a surprising turn? You always were the clever one. The demon we summoned was slain before we intervened. I suspect the vessel was too weak to manage a full manifestation. My word, and just who managed to best a creature spoken of in the legends of an Empyrean war? The apostles Ramil brought with him, along with the prince, Prowen. Well, isn't that quite the fateful meeting? Still, I take this all to mean the sealing stone is no longer in your possession. That matter was handled as planned. Speaking of which, he has arrived. Enter. Ah, so you're the sly devil who brought the stone back to us, Excellent work, Apostle Bellisius. What the? Double agent or what? The end. Oh my days. That was a really nice little ending. So what do you think about that, everyone? Let me stop this. So that has been the Agents of the Goddess story. Now stay tuned, because over the next few days I will have the story for each of these apostles, along with the dragons, for you to enjoy the continuation of this world-building event of this storyline. What are you looking forward to coming to the end of the month with the Dragalia Lost 2nd anniversary? I will hopefully be covering on the day of the announcement the Dragalia Digest. So stay tuned for more of Dragalia Lost within the digital realm, everyone. If you would like to see me play World of Warcraft, you can catch me over on caffeine.tv/digital realm. I'll have more information coming out shortly about that. You can stay tuned on my Twitter at Prowen Gaming, and I'll see you again within the realm again real soon. Appreciate all of you being here. Hope you enjoyed the story. I'll see you again real soon. Thanks for being awesome. And Johnny, bye everyone.